I've got some opening comments that I'd like to make. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming. You can't tell me, you just can't understand the pleasure I get out of all of you coming here so I get a chance to say hello. I think we're really lucky that we can still come to an event like this and enjoy one another. I'm going to take a few minutes. Sharon, last time we had dinner with Sharon and Paul, and Sharon told me not to tell any stories, but I'm gonna tell one story. But first of all, I'd like to. I don't know whether Mindy Schultz is here or not. Is Mindy in the room? Oh, there's Mindy. Wave your hand again so everybody can see you. Mindy is the new superintendent of schools here. She's the prettiest superintendent this school ever had. And what's great about her is she's got basketball roots. Her dad, Pat Fritter, took this school to the state finals and won. In what year? 80 what? 88. 88, yeah. This football is part of the blood here. It's in the water or something. I mean, basketball is part of the water here. They just love it. Mindy, I mentioned that to you earlier when I met you that I knew the first superintendent here. In 1944, Clarence Zimmerman became superintendent here. He was a personal friend of mine. He gave me my first job here in the community. I was a janitor here for 5 years, starting when I was 14. Let's see. Where's Julie at? Is she back down there? Oh, I want to mention Julie Nottam. She is my interface with the school. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. Now you can hear me. Can you hear me, Marie? Okay. Well, do something to get my attention if you can't hear me. I wanted to acknowledge Julie because she's my interface with the school district here. And she's just absolutely delightful to work with. Nothing bothers her. She's just as cool as they come. And I just love working with her. And I think we'll keep this, so long as the school district will allow me, I think we'll keep this as the venue. I'd like to acknowledge Pat Beasy and Scott. Where are you at? You see those hands? Pat is a legendary, she is a daughter of the legendary teacher here, James Landers. And Scott, of course, is the son. And the reason I wanted to point them out to you is because almost every one of us have a James Landers story. And I want you to know where to go tell your story. You'll find when you meet those two that the fruit indeed falls close to the tree. I mean, they're terrific. I've known Pat a long time, and she's on my email network. I really enjoy her. Is Roger Underwood here? Stand up, Roger. All of my life, I've wanted to publicly acknowledge his father.
Yes.
Now, the last time I saw Roger, he was about knee-high and underfoot and a real nuisance. I've only talked to him once when he worked for the paper. I talked to him. His dad was Howard Underwood. Most of us knew Howard. He was a bus driver and a janitor here. And he was my boss for 5 years. I doubt whether I've ever met a more decent human being than your father.
Yes.
I told somebody that I might be tear up when I talked about him. He was a terrific guy. I can't say enough about him, Roger. A terrific guy. And your brother, too. You know, when your brother worked as a janitor as well. Yeah. I'd like to, I hope I don't miss anybody. I'd like to acknowledge the fact that I have helpers. And so I want to acknowledge Teresa here, who gave you name tags. She's an extra arm. If I didn't have her, we wouldn't have this event. And the woman with all the energy running around here hugging Larry Mortimer is Marie. Marie, wave your hand. I've known Marie since she was a puppy. She's been working in the company for a long time. Where's Jeff at? Behind you. Jeff is the dispatcher for the company, and he runs a car or truck from Moses Lake to Seattle 3 times a week. He used to do it every day, but now he only does it 3 times a week. He's like the neighbor next door, you know, only he laughs at my jokes, and so I really... The other thing I would like to do is acknowledge the help from the cheer club. All of these pretty young ladies out in front of us. You girls have no idea. I mean, you think you're here with Grandma and Grandpa, but you have no idea the memories you bring back to this crowd. I mean, it was in the 50s that we started going with the kilts. We boys didn't know what knees were until we saw kilts, you know? Who have I forgotten? Well, where's Eve? Hi, Eve, stand up. Eve is my caregiver. And terrible of me, I promise not to embarrass her. But she is a gift from God. She is just absolutely terrific. And if you are here today and don't take the opportunity to meet her and say hello, you're going to miss it. She's something else. She's kept me alive. And again, she laughs at almost everything. Almost. She's hard to train. She thinks she's the boss. I keep telling her I'm the boss, but she thinks she's the boss. She is terrific. And when she came to me last fall, I was near death, and can I talk about your concoction? Huh? She's from Nairobi, Kenya. I know Tony and some of Tony's family have been to Kenya. She has this concoction that she stirs up. I told her that we would use it in this country to kill ants, you know. And she forces me to take that every evening. I can't take it. It's too tough. I chase it with 2 oranges every night. I'm sure I have missed somebody. Let me look at my notes. Oh, God, have I? Where's Kathleen? Can you stand up? You know, Pat and her brother Scott are here all the way from Chicago. Kathleen comes to us all the way from southern Texas. Now, some of you may not know Kathleen, but I do. Her maiden name was Monahan. If you never had met her folks, you really missed it. Because the Monahan name is woven in the history of this area from almost day one. They were terrific people. I'm glad to see you came again, and make sure you come next year too. I don't think I've missed anybody. We start eating as soon as you can turn around and eat. Thank you. I know most of you probably got kicked out of school, but you can pretend you graduated. How many people are here from the 1940s? Anybody here from 1940s? We don't even have any liars, huh? How many here from 1950? Anybody here from 1950? Here's a 50er.
50s or 58?
50. You're a pup. You're 58. Anybody here from 50?
50.
50. Oh. Well, North Cobb was always hard at hearing. Anybody here from 1951? There you go, there's one. Stay tuned because I'm going to tell a story about Charlene Bateman here in a minute. Anybody here from 52? There's one. Don Williams. Anybody from 53? A lot of 54s. How many of you from 54? Yeah, there's a whole table full of them. 1955? Yeah? How about 56? Yeah? That was a terrific class. Where's Conrad? It's over here. I got the delight of my life when I was sitting up here at the table and somebody motioned to me to turn around and look across the table, and it was Dick Conrad. You can't imagine the fun that Dick and I had all through life as a friend. Anybody here from 57? How about 58?
58!
There we go.
Ready for a picture?
Isn't that something? All of you lined up too.
Alphabetical, too.
How about 59? Yeah? And 60. How many are here from 65? Where are you, Curlin? 65? Yeah. Hey, I tell you, I don't know how many of you knew Charlene Marvin Bateman. She was in that class of 58 guys, you know. I have to tell it. I was asked by Sharon last night at dinner not to tell a story, but I have to tell a story about Charlene. I don't know whether you could feel Charlene in the room, but her spirit is here. She's all over us. She was a terrific friend. She passed away a couple of years ago.
1 year.
1 year ago. Don't we all admit that she was a terrific person? Yeah, God. I would frequently call her on the phone. Well, she wouldn't allow me to tell this story when she was alive. So I'm going to tell it now that she's passed on. And I hope she doesn't strike me down. You know, in my day, the girls used to have something called a slumber party. Do you girls remember those slumber parties? We boys were always trying to figure out where they were. So if they were outside, we could come and join the slumber party. Well, they had a slumber party up on the Cox place west of Titan. And the girls all, as an event, went to one of the granaries where they had wheat stored. And they were up in that granary, playing in the grain, and you've probably never been in the granary and played in the grain, but it's fun, you know, with all those seeds pouring over you. And pretty soon, of course, the seeds got down in your shorts, in your panties, and then your bra, and so on. So they stripped off. And Charlene was buck naked in this in this granary. And the other girls gathered up all of her clothes and ran off and left her there in the granary. And it was about 200 yards to the house. Well, Charlene says, nothing I could do but go get my clothes. So she says, I climbed out of that granary. And as I rounded the corner of the granary, don't you know, Alan French was sitting there on his horse. and she talked about how she felt. But imagine Alan, he must have thought that God had saved him, you know? I'm sorry, I just love that woman, and I think everybody that met her loved her, and I'm glad her spirit is here today. Thank you for giving me the time.
I'm a veteran,
Oh,
Women's Army Corps,
really? Wow.
Yep.
Good for you.
Vietnam.
Right.
That's why I have my Women's Army Corps. That's a palace to feed. That's our emblem.
Didn't know that. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
You're more than welcome.
That wasn't an easy time.
No. And it's so funny. Join the Army, see the world.
Yeah?
I grew up in this state. I got stationed in my own backyard, Fort Lewis.
Fort Lewis. The whole time?
I grew up in Titan. My grandparents still homesteaded in Titan. My name is Donna. It was Donna Sharp. It's Melton now. My family was a Cox family in Titan. Let's see. I love Titan. It has changed so much, but it's still a great little town in the Upper Valley. I can't help but come back again. I went to all through my years here. Our Highland, our class of 1950 was the first class to go through the new high school that year and graduate from Highland. So it's really come a long way, and they've made a great school out of it and produced some really great students. So I hope they keep on doing it. And this opportunity to come here and celebrate Highland, I'm really appreciated it. And I graduated with my friends in 1950.
I want to thank Bill Perdue for everything he's done for us and brought back so many good old memories. We never will forget it. Thank
Here
you.
we are. Here we are. Here we are. I'm Lily Mortimer, and
Does he know who we are?
do you want to know who we are? Well, I'm Lily Mortimer, and this is an old man friend of mine, and I can't remember his name.
Cowiche Calls. My foundation also does business Cowiche Calls.
Yeah.
He don't remember his name either.
Yeah. She was my neighbor for about 50 years, so I guess. Yeah.
That one right there I'm married to, but he left. I thought he was going to come over. Hey, Mr. Mortimer, come on.
Uh,
This is the one I'm married to right here.
He's already in
hey,
neighbors.
we,
Neighbors and friends for all
we,
our lives. I
we
think.
were neighbors until he was bailed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got shipped out.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. My dad moved in 1921, and I wasn't born until 33.
I was 36.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I graduated in 54. I was a lot smarter than them. They were in 55 and 56. But I graduated in 54.
55.
This is Larry and Lily, his wife. What's your favorite story about school?
Just surviving.
He and you had one brother, right?
One brother
Yeah.
and one sister
Yeah, a half sister.
after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Your closest neighbor was Conrad. Was pretty close, wasn't he?
Conrad lived right up the hill, and the white treads,
Right.
they lived right next to
That's Conrad right there.
right there. And it's I drive it.
Graduated in '55.
I did. And-
You were in CG's class?
yeah.
Were you?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, CG and I were close friends.
Yeah.
And
I
your
just-
class was 55.
55, and I
Right.
loved everybody in it.
Was Lily in that class?
No, she was ahead of me 1 year.
Oh, she was. So you married up, huh?
I married up.
Most people married down, you know.
I'm Roger Underwood, one of many, many Underwoods to go through this school district. I graduated in 1970, and right now I'm 73 years old and I'm retired. And I live about 2.5 miles from here on Thompson Road near the old Cowiche School. It's a great community and it's great to still be living here.
When I went to Highland, we were called the Over the Hill Kids. I lived in West Valley in Yakima, but we didn't have a high school. So we had our choice to either come to Highland High School or go to Yakima High. Well, we didn't have a bus to take to go to Yakima High, so we came up here to Highland. So I was up there all my 4 years, and it was a fun time. Yeah, very nice.
Where do you live now?
Well, I still live in West Valley. I was born and raised there, and I still live in West Valley. Yeah. I'm 94 years old. I'll be 94 September 6th. And I live in a duplex. I managed those for 30-some years, that whole street in West Valley. And now I live in one, and we bought one of them. My husband passed away. He came to Highland, too. He was an over-the-hill kid. He passed away like about 5 years ago. So I still live in that duplex. We bought one of them because he was in a wheelchair. So we had to get one that was all on one level, and I still live there. And my kids want me to be there as long as I can take care of myself. And they have a lady that comes in 3 days a week for me to help me. So everything's going good. Well, everybody was, I was friends with a lot of people that lived up here. And Donna and I just went to the restroom. We were friends in high school. Now she's my sister-in-law. We were married to brothers. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a small world, really, you know. And that's her daughter that was sitting here. They went to the restroom. Yeah, so that was a great school, Highland. It was a small school. So all of our friends that we ran around with are all gone now. I think Barbara Willard and a lot of those girls, Joanne Evans, I think she's still alive, but a lot of those, Barbara Willard, a lot of those are all gone now. So her and I are about the only ones left in that class, except Joanne Evans, and she never comes to these. I don't know why, but she never shows up. But this was a great school. It was a small high school, so you got to know everybody, you know. Yeah. I have a lot of fond memories from it.
George Brown, class of 56, live in Missoula, Montana. I brought with me my granddaughter and her daughter, Tiffany, in Brooklyn.
This is Tom Byrne.
Yeah.
The Burns are notorious up on the heights. And this is my old friend Dick Conrad. He and I played football together. And we worked together. And he and I have all kinds of stories.
This guy I knew a little bit about, and I was told, and I think there's some truth to this fact, that he kind of had the superintendent of public schools in his palm of his hand all the time.
You know, there actually was a rumor when I left school that Clarence died and left me a lot of money. I wish that had been the case. Somebody started the rumor that Clarence Zimmerman, he was a good friend of mine, that he died.
He got you help over in Washington State, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. But he got me the job here at the school.
Well, yeah.
And I got all kinds of stories about him, you know.
He was a really nice guy, wasn't he?
I loved him, yeah.
Yeah. He helped a lot of people.
Yeah, he got a bad rap, I think.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't know why he got run out of Yakima High School, but anyhow, he was my friend, and I liked him a lot.
Yeah, I did too.
But the principal,
Huh?
how was he?
Person Ed?
Yeah,
Isn't there a story out there about Person Ed?
I don't know.
I think there should be. You know, have you been down the hall?
No, I haven't. I've got to walk down there.
Hi, Bill. I made it over. I hope you are doing well. I met your helper, and she's a doll and delightful. And I've decided after you told that story about Charlene, I'm going to outlive you because I'm never going to live long enough to have you tell anything about me. But it's been a good party, and I really thank you for it. You are a gentleman. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I didn't hear a word she said, but I second everything she said.
Hi, this is Mary Lou, and we've had a wonderful day today, visiting with old friends and students, and thank you, Bill.
My name's Dick Kossel. I graduated in 1956. I went to school from the fourth grade through high school at Cowiche, Tieton, and back to Cowiche to graduate from Highland. And I played sports 4 years out of the 4 years that I went to high school. I was not a very proficient athlete, but I did get a letter 3 years out of the 4. And so I guess I must have been a little better than I thought I was. Anyway, after that, after graduating, I've been doing a number of things. Starting, I went to Alaska and I spent a little over a year in Alaska running a building materials yard up there. And then I came back down. I couldn't hack the pressure that being a supervisor, I just wasn't old enough to really be that ornery. And so I told the boss, I said, I'm going to go back to Yakima. And he says, tell you what, Dick, I'll give you a trip out on my yacht for 1 month free if you stay here and run the yard for the next few years for me. And I said, I'm sorry. His name was Dick also. I said, I'm sorry, Dick, but I can't do it. So I came down to Yakima and was kind of floating around. And I finally got a job at Inland Pipe and Supply down on Front Street. And I was there for 27 years, retired from there. I sold plumbing goods, agricultural stuff to a lot of the Borden Supply, Montgomery's Irrigation and places like that, and ended up with a pretty good deal. And if you see the watch I'm wearing right now, American Standard give that to me for being a more than proficient salesman for American Standard. So that's a little bragging on my part. But after that, I retired, and I've been retired ever since. Right now, we spend 6 months in Alaska, in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and 6 months in Surprise, Arizona. And that's what we do nowadays. I'm glad to come to these reunions. It's so welcome to see all the people and be able to talk to them and see what they're doing and what I accomplished in my little time in one life. I'm fairly proud of what I am. I guess because my name is Kossel, Dick Kossel. See you later.
The guy on the left is Ken Rochelle. Dick Conrad is next to him. Larry Mortimer, Jim Klein, Dick Kossel to the far right. I'll tell you what, there's some real athletes up there. They don't look like it now.
Is this class of
But it was Jim and Ken Rochelle were halfbacks on our football team. Dick was an end. Larry was a couple of years ahead of us. Yeah. God, it's nice that they're here.
Well, name is Larry Mortimer. I graduated in 1955. Live in Glede, and just enjoy this so much every year. And Bill, you did a wonderful job. And Lily and I have only been married 72 years. And we appreciate what you do, and we enjoy the people. Thank you.
No, I'm Donald Williams. I graduated at Highland in 1952. I played a lot of golf in my younger years, but of course, golf games kind of left me. So right now, all I work at is mowing the lawn. I live in Zoa, here in the Yakima Valley. I believe the fondest memory that I have of Highland was our principal, George Personette. Old Georgie kind of took me under his wing and was trying to head me in the right direction. Of course, I was pretty hard to head that way too. But I think probably the biggest thing I can recall about Highland and my years at Highland is George Burnett. He was a wonderful man.
My name is Lynn Mondor. I was Lynn Lilia in high school. I graduated in 1961. I live in Yakima now. I'm a widow. I have been for 24 years now. Have two children, and I guess my husband was the principal at the elementary school here. Started out at the middle school and then the elementary, and he also went to Highland. Graduated the same year. We got married right out of high school. So anyway, that's my story.
Hi, my name is Pat Landers Beasy, and this is my brother, Scott Landers. I graduated from high school in Illinois, but I attended the Titan and Cowiche schools through seventh grade. Um, my brother was born in Yakima and lived here as a toddler, but he's back because he's part of this group.
My name is Scott Landers. I'm the third born offspring of James Richard Landers, who taught here from when? 1945?
Yeah.
I did, say 1946 to 1956. I was born here. I left when I was 4 years old, and I'm afraid I don't know anyone. Sorry. But there's a lot, it's a very happy event. Everyone seems really delighted to be here, and it's kind of infectious.
My name is Erin Ray Wilkinson. I graduated in 1961, and I started coming here because I was bringing my older sister, but it's just so much fun. Keep coming. We farm in the area. We've done that our whole life. We're here our whole life.
All right, I'm a transplant. I'm a wife of Dick R.I. Richard Ivor Johnson, and he is a 1959 graduate of Highland High School here. And of course, I'm sister-in-law of his older brother Ted, who is a 1957 graduate, like Bill Perdue. And it has been my pleasure to feel like a member of this community since I married into the Johnson family 58 years and 3 months ago, April 28th. And I feel very blessed to have been gifted a memory, so I remember the names of places and the people that I've met here. And I am very grateful for the leadership that Bill Perdue has shown over many years. My husband and I attended the first reunion that was near Union Gap at a park, and that was very lovely. 3 years ago, we attended at the Yakima Valley Museum on Tieton Drive, and that was a beautiful event. But being here at the high school and having the cheer team participate and help host, has been a pure delight. And I'm so very grateful for all the people that have been instrumental in making this happen. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
He hasn't changed at all. No,